Good morning, children. I hope you watched my previous video about communication skills. Now we will discuss some sentences or dialogues which are very useful in communication. For example, if you watched somebody else going there and if you want to inform that message to another person, how will you say? You say, I saw him going there. I saw him going there. Like this you can able to inform to another person if you watched somebody else going towards in another way. And the next one is, if you want to like walk, then going on bike or going on car, if you want to like walk for small distances, how will you say? I prefer walk. I prefer walk. Okay, next, if you think that somebody else in problem and if you want to render your help and you want to ask him, how you will ask to render your services or render your help? You have to ask him, can I help you? Can I help you? Like that you can able to ask him or request him to render your services or render your help to that particular person. And in the same way, if you are in problem, if you need help from others, how will you ask? You can able to ask, could you help me, please? Could you help me, please? If you ask like this, can you help me, please? This is also correct. But when we are using could, comparing to the can, could is more polite, and could makes you or feeling that another people, opposite people, you are requesting. But when you are saying can, sometimes he may feel that you are asking question, not you are requesting. Like that. So you have to, if you use could you help me please, it is more effective than can you help me please. Now I go to school. The action which is continuously going on regularly means, for example, you went to school yesterday, today also you are going to school, and tomorrow also you will go to school. Means the action is going on continuously. For such type of sentences, when we are writing or when we are saying, we have to use or we have to say it in simple present only. I go to school. Okay, now we will learn some more sentences. And when you are introducing your uncles or aunts' children to others, don't say cousin brother or cousin sister. You have to introduce them to the others just cousin. He is my cousin or she is my cousin. How will you say? He is my cousin. She is my cousin. Don't say, he is my cousin brother or she is my cousin sister. Along with cousin, don't use brother or sister. Just say cousin. When you are using he, it will become masculine, and when you are using she, it will become, it shows feminine. So, he is my cousin, she is my cousin. It's enough. And you have done something else just before, then you have to use a while ago. A while ago. A while ago is a phrase which we are using to indicate the thing happened just before. The thing happened just before. For example, I met my brother to take supper in a restaurant. I met my brother for supper in a restaurant when? Just before. So, how we will write? A while ago, I met my brother for supper at a restaurant. A while ago, I met my brother for supper at a restaurant. It will show just before some time I met my brother at a restaurant. For example, you watched a live telecast of match just before. How will you write or say? A while ago, I watched a telecast of live match. A while ago, I watched a telecast of match. If you bought a mobile just before, how will you say? A while ago, I bought a mobile. A while ago, I bought a mobile. Okay, now we will discuss some more. Ram and Syam are best friends. Second one, I will say rice and curry is the favorite food of Punjabis. The next one, collector and the district magistrate is away. What is the difference between these three sentences? Here I used Ram and Shyam are best friends. Ram is a singular person and Shyam is a singular person. But we are combining them with and. And here Ram is refers to one person and Shyam is refers to another person. Means here we are referring two persons. Means more than one person is plural. So we have to use are. Ram and Shyam are best friends. And here rice and curry is the favorite food of Punjabis, I told. It's right or it's wrong? Rice and curry. Here we are saying about or indicating two things, but which are related to one thing, that is food. Food is one thing, it is singular, so we have to use rice and curry is the favorite food of Punjabis. And in the third sentence, I used collector and the district magistrate is away. He is not in the office. When we went to his office to meet him, he is away. Collector and the district magistrate is away. Here collector and district magistrate are two designations maintained by the one man. He is the only one man who is designated with two designations, collector and the district magistrate. One man. So we have to use singular. Collector and the district magistrate is away. Okay. Now we will discuss some more dialogues. Sometimes if you are not sure for the things happened previously. For example, if somebody asks you about pending bills and you are thinking that you paid, how will you say? As far as I know. You have to use as far as I know. As far as I know. As far as I know, I paid my dues. I paid my dues. Means you are saying that you paid your dues, but you are not sure you paid or not. According to your memory, you paid your dues. It may be wrong also. At that time you have to use as far as I know, I paid my dues. If police interrogated for somebody and asked you about him and you know he is correct, then you have to say as far as I know, he is correct. He is right. As far as I know, he is right. And if you are thinking he is wrong, at that time you have to say as far as I know, he is wrong. Like that you have to tell. In the next class, I hope you learned all these sentences, you understand about these sentences. In the next class, we will meet again with some more sentences which are useful to communicate easily with others without any problem. Thank you.